What day is it? Is it the last day? Is it the last game of the season?
No.
I don't care. It's plain as simple as that. I will look up at the end when it's time to look up, and whenever that matters. But right now, that doesn't matter. We still got 5 games left to play, and that's the mindset we need to take in. Going into these last few games and these last few weeks, and just have a mindset of dominance and being present in the moment, so we can have our best foot going forward.
I don't care about the regular season. Doesn't mean shit to me. Doesn't mean diddly. Don't care. All I care about is, do you get the ring? Do you bring home the trophy? That's what you play for. Now, I understand it's been a long time, but you have to get used to winning even if the team hasn't. I've won a lot in my life. I've lost, but I've won a lot. I've overcome a ton of adversity over and over and over. And so I know that the means to the end, I never celebrate the means. I don't celebrate, hey, you did this, you did that, you did this. No, I need to get that. That's my focus. My focus is right up there. But I'm not alone. The team feels that way as well. So let me prove it to you. All right, so this was posted. And when I saw it, I was like, why don't people understand this? Why don't the normal fan who gets all kinds of freaked out because you beat Washington Commanders by 30 points, why don't people get this? So here's a tweet that Adam Beasley put up. It was talking to Mike McDaniel in the presser. Mike McDaniel on being the number 1 seed through week 13. Mike's response was, call me when it's a 13-game season, and I'll be excited to talk about the next game. He said the exact same thing. He just said the exact same thing I've been saying. I don't care. Being number 1 seed, blowing out some of these teams, I don't care. That's not what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this because I want to win a Super Bowl. He told the reporter exactly what I've been telling you. Somehow people get pissed off at me because I break it down. But he absolutely said the same thing. Hey, probably when they change this to a 13-game season, I'll be happy, because that means, we're number 1 seed. We pretty much won the Super Bowl if it was a 13-game season. But right now, I don't really care. It doesn't mean anything. That's the same mentality I have, but it just wasn't him. Then Omar Kelly spoke to Bradley Chubb. Our goal is bigger than the number 1 seed. Our goal is to hoist the trophy at the end. I don't care about these games. This is just stepping stones. These are things we need to do to get where we want to. I don't even think about it come Monday, probably Sunday night. I'm done. I'm on to the next game. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it's fun. We slapped glad hands, hug everybody in the locker room. Let's go to work. Let's look at film. Let's see what we can do better. Somebody got hurt. Next man up. Let's figure it out. What are we going to do to beat this team? What are we going to do to beat the Cowboys, the Ravens, and the Bills again? What are we going to do for those things, Mike? Fangio? What are we going to do? No, we don't feel like we are the number 1 defense. We don't feel like we're the number 1 offense. You know why I know they don't feel that way? Because as soon as you feel that way, you're done. Once you feel like you're the big dog on the street, once you feel like you're the big dude on the cell block, someone's going to shiv you. Someone's going to come up from behind and show you what really matters. You never get complacent. Fans do. Some fans out here, obviously, extremely complacent. I don't get complacent. I don't even pay attention to these wins. 30 points over the Commanders. Woohoo, great. Looks good on television. That's what I was saying in the video. Doesn't matter. Tua threw for 280 yards. Fantastic. Threw a 78-yard bomb. Flippin-tastic. Threw another pass for 60 yards. Emmanuel Acho and some guys point out there was no look pass. Fantastic. Are you playing those guys in January? Are those the guys who are going to be on the field in January? No, then it doesn't matter. Beat the hell out of somebody. I'm pretty sure, and I love analogies, but I'm pretty sure the guy who gets in the ring with Conor McGregor and other boxers that they spar with and beat up on during, practice isn't the guy they're going to be facing when they get into the championship ring. This guy is here to help me develop. He's going to cash me a couple times. I'm sure he's going to cash me a couple times, but it doesn't really matter because all I'm doing is sharpening iron. Now, if that wasn't enough, we're going to Tua Tuesday. Let's see what the big dog said. This is from Tua himself. This was done a couple weeks ago. Tua Tagovailoa on having the lead in the AFC East. The job's not done. Quote, look at the words. There's nothing, not some, not a little bit. There's nothing accomplished by being 7-3. Nothing. Means absolutely nothing. That is a champion's mentality. When people say I'm hard on Tua, I'm negative on Tua, that's the kind of shit that I applaud. That makes me go, yeah, man, right there. That's the mentality. That's what you need to have. To me, that means everything. That means everything. It means more to me than when somebody says, I don't bleed aqua and orange. Nope. Excuse me as I adjust my chair. Nope, I don't bleed aqua and orange. Not that important to me. Nothing I'm going to worry about. I got to win. I got to win championships, and that's it. So, that's all I'm going to say about the video I put up. You guys who follow me know it won't be the last time. I mean, I remember, let me just get to this one. I remember us winning a championship years ago. I don't even remember it was high school or college, but we won a championship. We're all high-fiving, and we're bad. Coach walks into the locker room and says, congratulations, you guys are the top. You won. This is what you've worked for all year. But you have to understand, that team that you just beat will spend the next 364 days thinking nothing about beating your ass. So you need to spend the next 364 days making sure they don't. That's a winning mentality. Not running around, celebrating, jumping around, glad-handing, talking shit on Twitter, screaming at other fan bases. Might sound like it's fun. I don't participate in that. I am the type of fan who looks at it from a pragmatic standpoint and says, good game. Good game, but you know what, man? Doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean anything until you can bring home the trophy. I guarantee you, every single player on that team will not be happy, will not sit there in the locker room and say, we did it, if they get bounced out in the first round. If they get bounced out in the second round, all that means is I got to go back now and work harder. I just wasn't good enough. Fans will be like, oh, it's fantastic. We got to the play. Oh, that's not why you put on the laces. That's not why you pull down the helmet. You get out there to win.
What day is it? Is it the last day? Is it the last game of the season?
No.
And I don't care. It's plain as simple as that. I will look up at the end when it's time to look up, and whenever that matters. But right now, that doesn't matter. We still got 5 games left to play, and that's the mindset we need to take in. Going into these last few games and these last few weeks, and just have a mindset of dominance and being present in the moment, so we can have our best foot going forward.
I'm starting a new sports news show that's going to go live every single weekday night at 7 p.m. So please tune in. I'm going to be covering all the sports, everything that ESPN probably doesn't want to cover. You can find it at 7 p.m. every single weeknight. We're going to talk basketball. We're going to talk football. We're going to talk college football. We're going to talk all kinds of things, and I'd love for you to join me.